G'day, SPARTANWILLY here, and welcome back to our Aston Martin Motorsport Manager F1 2021 Manager Mod save. Alright, so after Melbourne last time out today, we have the Jeddah GP, second last race of the season, and of course this is a massive step for George Russell. He could potentially wrap up the Drivers' Championship with a good result today, so all to play for. But just before we get started, I just want to say, sorry I didn't upload yesterday. I did miss a day at uploading, but I feel like it sort of helps in a way because it gives people a chance to catch up. I notice that when I upload multiple videos a day, they don't get as much views. I think people skip over the episodes, so it's good to sort of like give you guys a bit of time to catch up, catch up on episodes, see all the races. But yeah, I'm not saying you have to watch every episode, but it's just something I've noticed. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna try and go back to daily. So we'll see at the end of the season. Maybe I'll take a couple of days for season 3 just to avoid burnout. But anyway, that being said, thank you for your comments. I'm replying to them now. I just sort of had a weekend of switching off from YouTube for a bit. I'm not getting burnt out at all. I don't know. It just sort of happened. I didn't mean it for it to happen. But yeah, leave all your comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're not already. But I'm sure you already are. Let's get into today's episode. Alright, so only 3 days between weekends. We go back to back from Melbourne to Saudi Arabia here. In 3 days, there's not a lot you can do. We obviously just repaired the cars, worked on the suspension for next year. That is now the best suspension on grid and still got a way to go. We'll probably stop working on that for a bit though, just because we're running out of time to work on parts. So we probably want to start working on our front wing. We just got the brakes we want to look out. But I think if they're purple, they're already good enough. We just got to try and get every part to be purple before the end of the season, just so going into next year with the nice rounded car, and then we can work on the second car like we did this year as well. But yeah, I honestly don't know. The cars are starting to improve around on the grid. We're still the best car on grid apparently, but in a couple areas we're starting to fall behind a little bit. The good thing is though, different teams are overtaking us in different areas, so to have the best well-rounded car is a very good thing. As I say, Red Bull in sixth. It's going to be very interesting to see Verstappen in the off-season. That's for damn sure. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead to practice Q1, Q2, and I'll see you for Q3 with a massive weekend for George Russell. Alright, Q3 time. Now, a bit of rain in Q1 and Q2 didn't really knock anyone massive out. We lost Perez and who else? Leclerc. So yeah, pretty much not Hamilton. That's what I'm trying to say here. So we still got Hamilton in Q3. Hopefully we can get pole, but you just never know with Lewis. He is so bloody consistent in this game, and I'm not happy with Stroll's setup there. We're just going to send him out at 96%. I've tried to tweak it, and tweak and didn't work today. But 1-9 lap here around the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Jeddah, and very quick. So hopefully we get 3 runs. But it looks like there's going to be a bit of rain in the session, so we'll sort of monitor that. But we might need to just sort of make 2 runs. Yeah, we're going to have to wait a little bit. Should we send him out on the harder compound? It's a bit of a risk because it's technically not faster, but we're going to do it anyway. Send out Tim on a fresh set of softs. Of course, we went through Q2 on the harder compound, so we've got a better start tomorrow. I didn't even check the rain for the race tomorrow, to be honest, but we'll see. Now, riding on board Russell, Hamilton set a pretty fast lap. He's over half a second quicker than us. Let's have a look. Sector 1, we don't improve. Sector 2, we improve. Sector 3, we cut it down a little bit now, and now it's raining. So yeah, that's this session over. But look at that, it's P2 and P3. The soft tire really worked for Stroll. Wow. Okay, that is a powerful position to be in. If we can get Hamilton off the line with both drivers, that's a good position. But that is how your grid will line up. Ilot's not far behind either. Verstappen is overachieving that Red Bull massively to put that in 4th place, to be honest. That's the 6th best car on grid, which is, I mean, it's closer to the bottom than the top, and that says it all. They really shouldn't be in Q3 if you mathematically do it. But yeah, quite an interesting Q3 there. It's interesting the Stroll's in 3rd place anyway. On to the race. Alright, race day. We're going to be watching that Drivers' Championship table all race today, I believe. Hopefully I don't mess it up for him. There's going to be no rain today. 105 laps. We knew this. I still haven't quite fixed the file, but I'm probably going to leave it for this series. Just to, 1, keep it consistent, and 2, I don't want to break the game. So just know that this race shouldn't have 105 laps, but it does for me. But here we go. Riding on board. George Russell. Can we get a good start here? It's an alright start. It's not a start that's gonna. Okay, well, that was weird. They're both first for a split second. Stroll got a good start too, so it's not quite a bad start. It's a good start if you ask me. Usually we go flying back more often than not. But the Martini Aston Martin, and it's actually quite a boring start from the top five. No overtakes at all. We're watching on board here. We're going to watch these tyres, but Hamilton also got a decent start. How was Verstappen faster than you? That is a good question there, Lance. Very good question. Going to get it back. We're going to follow on board Lance Stroll for a bit. Who Verstappen is doing really well in that Red Bull, but yeah, geez, tough. But this is a long race, so we're going to go straight into four times here. I haven't done a cut in the race for a while now. We're on a bit of a streak where we've just played the whole race on camera, but with 100 laps, I don't know if we'll do that today, but we'll just sort of keep an eye on it here. And look how much fuel Russell saved up. He's a madman. So what kind of strategy do you think we're looking at today? I'm going to two-stop on softs. Softs every time. I didn't change the pit crew, which is a bit annoying, but anyway. I got to renew their contracts, or else we'll lose them again, which is always a bad thing. We've just finally got them up to a good level, so we don't lose them. And Stroll is really struggling with fuel management. Now we're going to have to. Oh, ILOTS is moving up. Let's have a look what this result does. So it's not great at the moment because Hamilton's got the fastest lap. Now, if we win this race, where would that put us? Look at that. All that just winning this race. And let me do the math quick. Oh, I would let it run while I do the math. 25. It can almost secure it. Okay. Almost. But we'll see. We'll see what Russell can do. Got to really get that gap out a little bit. They are on the mediums. I don't think the mediums go through the end, and if they do, they won't be any good by the end of it. No, they won't go. Oh, wait, what did that just say? Estimated position after pit stop. Wow. Okay, they reckon we'll come out in front of Lewis. That is a bold prediction. Watch us get a pit crew mistake. I can almost guarantee it. Because this game hates me. No. Oh yeah, Lance Stroll should pit as well. For sure, for sure. Watch him be right near the pit lane. No, okay, yeah, he is near the pit lane, but he's not going to go in the pit lane. Use all your ERS. Come on, Russell, push those tyres into the ground. Look how much fuel he's got saved up. It's unreal. Now, let's see. Where we're going to come out with Lewis here. Where is he? Lewis coming around the final turn now. He's on the start-finish straight. It's going to be close, but Lewis is going to take back first place. I thought 10 seconds was too short of a gap, but hopefully Russell can get within a good distance to him. Remember, Lewis is on the harder compound. Yeah, it's like he really just started trying to get past him. So Russell's going to go have a go at him here after the pit stop. Oh, and Lewis shuts the door on him, but Russell still gets past. Fantastic work from George. And see what he can do. I'm going to give him more power to just sort of eke away. Lovely stuff, Russell. Oh no, Hamilton's going to come back at him. Give him back his power of ERS. Alright, let's go forward a couple laps here. A couple turns. And we're going to should see Russell start to pull away, hopefully. Yes, we are. Come on, Russell. This is massive for your championship. Please don't bin it, whatever you do. But massive work there from Russell. Good job. Now, what can we do? Yeah, we sort of going to make these tyres last pretty long, actually. Lance Stroll drops to 6th place. That's alright. Just conserve. We're into time management now. You know what? Actually, if it's only 10 seconds, then stuff the tyres. Keep them in temp. We can probably do a 3-stop today. It is a big race, 105 laps. So if we can use all the tyre, like we'll see, we'll sort of mantle to the gap here if we push Russell. And I see that gap to Hamilton is just exploding. So I think we could even 3-stop today, to be honest, because he's definitely still got one pit stop in him. Leclerc's going to stop as well, but Stroll's a good 50 seconds behind now. But, you know, he was never... I was surprised he got P3, and we've actually gone through this tyre way quicker than I thought we would. What on earth? Okay. How long have we been on this tyre for? Okay, 16 laps. It just felt way quicker. Maybe we can't push on these tyres, because these tyres just die as soon as you start pushing. We could have actually messed this up here big time. Ah, bloody hell. What is this game sometimes? Okay, I don't understand why. I feel like we didn't push that hard. Maybe at the start we did, but... It's not going to be great for the fight with Lewis, that's for damn sure. But hopefully Russell can keep his head up in this race. It's tough, that one. That's very tough. use as much battery as possible, and he's not going to overcharge it. But Lewis is definitely going to take back first place now. As you see, they passed quite easily. Disappointing that one, but yeah, we'll move on. We're going to pit Stroll as well because look, we're going to have to make these tyres last now. But he's 6 seconds behind Lewis, so that's fine. We're going to stay on conserve and yeah. Look, I'll bring it back if he makes a move on Lewis or if Stroll does something. But for now, I'll see you later. Alright, so with about 32 laps to go, we have a big decision to make. Hamilton has pitted and he's on the softs, which automatically gives him another pit stop because he won't make it to the end of that tyre without being competitive anyway. So, do we go into another set of softs and try and get him through to the end? I mean, how long have these tyres lasted? I've been pretty gentle on them. 31 laps, but they're pretty dead by the end of it. Or do we jump on the mediums? I've sort of tested out the mediums on Stroll, but I've done it a bit late, so I can't get a real indicator of pace on the medium tyre. Because look, Hamilton shut that gap by about 3 seconds in one lap. These tyres are gone, so it's this lap or we lose that position. So I have to make a decision here, and I want to go on softs, but the medium are just a safer option. I mean, what's the performance difference? There isn't that big of one. You know what? I'd rather risk it with the softs and risk another pit stop. We got the bonus on it as well, so you know what? We're going to do it. We are just going to send it on the soft tire. Use as much battery as possible coming into the pits. We're going to try and get it through to the end, but look, worst case scenario, we don't. And hopefully we can try and maintain. We've got to stay within Hamilton's pit window, and that is very important. Or else this race win's not happening. But we can keep it under 4 seconds. That's really good because, oh, we're actually gaining on him quite quickly. We're looking after these tyres, Russell. Look, and as you see that we've actually overlapped Callum Aylott down in 4th place. That's how quick the lap is around here. Like I said last season, I kind of like the 105 endurance races. So, it's something a bit different. But Hamilton's definitely going to have to pick towards the end of this race. So we can rely on that, surely. I mean, what is his tyres on? 46%. I don't see how he's going to get 46% and be fast with 25 laps to go, but hopefully we can eke these tyres out because we're sort of staying the gap. We should be able to if we don't actually push on them. We keep them as they are, sort of conserve or neutral. We don't go push or overtake. I think that'll make it quite comfortably. But we've got to keep that gap by under like 7 seconds, 8 seconds, because he's probably going to go into the super softs, and yeah, they're the fastest tyre as we know. So don't really, and that's pushing just kills the tyres, so we really don't want to push. And George Russell takes the lead. Hamilton goes into another set of softs. We're going to monitor that gap. I want to bring him in again almost and put him on the super softs because I don't think that gap's going to stay. But we're going to leave him out there and monitor that gap. If he goes close, we can go neutral. But right now we're conserving, getting these tyres through to the end. It is staying at about 6 seconds, which is great. So look, tyres are looking good for the end of this race. Right now, this is massive for George Russell in the championship. I'm kind of nervous, but here we go, 7 seconds. It's staying at that gap, which is good. Or it's gone down a little bit, but we can always just look after them and then push on the last lap if we have to. Use every ounce of rubber on these tyres. But 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Okay, go neutral now. It's now or never. 3, 4 again. 2 laps to go. We're monitoring it. And George Russell, I think, is going to win, but I don't want to say anything. 105 laps out of 105. And it's coming across the last couple of turns now. This is a very short circuit, and he's going to do it. A massive step forward in the championship for George Russell. What a race today. The strategy was there, but Russell completed it perfectly. Well done, mate. George Russell wins in Saudi Arabia, the Jeddah GP, and puts himself 19 points clear of Hamilton with 1 race to go. Of course, the maximum amount of points you get is 26 from a race, 1 for the fastest lap and 25 for the win. Stroll comes home in P7. He was not the focus today. We've already wrapped up the championship quite comfortably again, so not the focus today. We'll focus on this man, George Russell, who did really well to get that win, and I'm stoked. I'm so keen for the final race of the season now. Basically, all we have to do is 7 points is sort of the gap there. So, because 26 take away 19. So, as long as we get 7 points minimum, it's mathematically impossible for him to overtake us. So, I think that's right. If I'm wrong, then I look like a fool. But that is the Jeddah GP. Fantastic. Let's go straight to the podium here. Scrutineering. Hang on. If Hamilton gets knocked down a couple places for cheating, no, he didn't. Oh, but he got the fastest lap on the last lap. Okay, that changes my mathematics a little bit. But yeah, we'll look at that. But the confetti's coming down. You have to go forward, come back. We're back on the podium. Bit disappointed not to see Stroll up there, but like I said, he wasn't a focus of this race. He was on a similar strategy to Russell. He just finished on the mediums. But yeah, Lewis back on the second step of the podium, thankfully. No, it is still a 19-point gap, so that was with the fastest lap taken into account. Yeah, that was the Jeddah GP. All right, 10 days to Yas Marina, and that is where we would find out if George Russell is world champion. He's in the pole position right now with 15 wins. Lewis Hamilton still keeping within 1 win, but just 6. That's insane. That is consistency. You need to have an insane drive, an insane car to be able to beat Hamilton in this game, and we're almost there, but we're not going to count our chickens just yet. As I said, Russell in the races he's finished. It's just mental. Look at that at the top there. The only race where, apart from the first 3, every race he's finished is he got first, apart from one where he's got second. That is incredible stat right there. But yeah, that is this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, a bit of a different challenge just with the 105 laps, but I enjoy it. A bit of an endurance race with multiple pit stops. Maybe I should do a world endurance save as well, because I actually quite enjoyed that. Let's see there with the world endurance teams. Man, there's a lot of drivers. Okay, yeah, that's going to be a whole different kettle of fish. Yeah, okay. Anyway, Aston Martin, big episode up next. Catch me for that one next time. I'll catch you for that one next time. Leave a like for you if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if not already. I'm sure you already are. Join the Discord server. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.